What is up, everyone? My name is Kenna, and this is Two Book Girls. Sorry about the background. My dog is up once again because I'm filming, and she's insisting on making it known that she is in the room. Today I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up, which I thought this is a really good reading month for me, considering I just got out of a reading slump I've been in since before my birthday in September. So the fact that I read 4 huge books this month really makes me happy. And let's go and get on into the video. The first book I read this month, which I didn't read, I did not actually read physical copies of. I just own the physical copies because they're gorgeous. And that is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I really enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I gave this either a 4 out of 5 stars or 5 out of 5 stars, something along those lines. Really enjoyed it. Once again, since it is an adult book and I'm used to reading young adult, this is a little slow for me, a little hard to get into, but once I got into it, I really enjoyed it. So yeah. The next book I read, once again ebook, but I own the physical copy, was Kaesha Kings, also by George R.R. Martin. These are the first 2 books in the Song of Ice and Fire series, which almost everyone knows here on BookTube. And once again, I think I gave these either 4 or a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Can't really remember because it's been so long since I read these books. I really did enjoy them. I would recommend them to anyone who really loves that high fantasy, but also, it's going to sound a little weird. If you really enjoy Once Upon a Time and you enjoyed the Enchanted Forest type world and how they talk, then you'll love these books as well, because that's what they reminded me of, that fairy tale type world, just without the happiness, I guess. So yeah. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars, and I really enjoyed it, and I really recommend them. The next book, I borrowed from the library because I only own the second book, which is also in my wrap-up. And this series has been talked about a lot on BookTube. I know people like Catty-tastic, Reagan from Peru's Project, other YouTubers or BookTubers like that really enjoyed the series. I read it, I want to say 4 years ago, back in 2012, around the same time as I read it this time. And I wasn't really into it. I didn't really like fantasy at that time. I didn't really like the names. Wasn't interested in setting it either. But I decided to give it a go since I own the second one, which is, like I said, is also my wrap-up. And that is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars because while I did really enjoy it, there were times where I felt like she skipped over things, she forgot to add in things, or either I skipped over and wasn't really paying attention when I was reading. Either one, not sure what exactly it was. But I did really enjoy it. I love the different role this gives and a different, I guess, idea of angels and demons. Because usually you'd think demons, they possess people, they're generally people-looking. Angels, gorgeous, really nice, that whole kind of thing. But in this, like Supernatural, it kind of gives a switch to what you're typically used to. And I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the characters. Susanna, Carew, Brimstone, Issa. I loved all the main characters in this book. And I really enjoyed how they transitioned into the second book. And I'm really curious to know how they go into the third, which is going to be in my February TBR. The second book in the series also I read this month, and that is Days of Blood and Starlight, also by Laini Taylor. I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars because, once again, there were issues, which, same thing as the other one, I messed up. I also read this in an audiobook, so I think I might have skipped over sometimes, weren't really paying attention when I was listening. But other than that, it was a great read. I loved it. I was attached to the characters. I got my own love triangle, which isn't really supposed to be there, but that's how I was getting the vibe off the book. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it to anyone who really who wants something different to read and has not read this yet. So yeah, while I did finish this on February 1st at I think like 10 o'clock at night, I finished it last night. And I am counting this one for January because I did finish it yesterday. I did read most of it in January, so I'm going to go and put this in my January wrap up, as you saw. So yeah, most of the time if I finish a book within the first day or maybe the first 2 days, and I read most of it the month before, I will put it in the month before's wrap-up. Some people aren't like that. I am, just because I like knowing I mostly read 4 books in this month. And of the 4 books, which obviously the 4th one can't be pictured, all of them are above 400 or 500 pages. I think Daughter of Smoke and Bone is 400 pages, but all of them were really high page-wise. So this month was quality, not quantity. And next month is going to be a little bit different because I do have more books planned to read, just because I have more time and more shorter books and more YA books, not so much adult as I have read this month. So yeah, that is all the books I read in January of 2016. If you would like to see reviews on any of these books, like the video, comment down below which books you want to see, any other videos you want to see from me. Hit that big red subscribe button down in the corner. Hopefully it's still there as all the time now. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in another video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.